Welcome everybody to Let's Play Super Robot Wars Hakai. Alright, sorry. Gotta clear my throat a little. But anyway, we're gonna be getting ready for our first real road split, so let's get the show on the road. No real point to upgrading yet. And here we go, in Africa. Oh, sorry, neck crack. Alright. Now this conversation between Crow and, I keep forgetting her name, is mostly about how they're discussing about the whole celestial being incident and how none of the major governments are taking what Eolia Shenberg said seriously. And of course more about his debt, which unfortunately is growing at this rate. And this is the road split. Top one is to head to Japan, bottom one is to pretty much chase after celestial being. But I'm going super route, so we're going to Japan. But yeah, the main thing about this road split is that they're also going to talk about, well, here, I'll explain it a little bit. Might as well go into this. In Baldos Island, Dr. Hell is going to be opening up some bubbly and celebrating the fact that he's going to start his war on the world. And he's getting ready to have Baron Ashura get ready. And of course you can see they're 2 and 1. I'm not even sure what you really call that. And that's your debt. It only went down by 10,000. Also give you a second chance right here if you want to upgrade or equip any parts. But right now, there's no real need. You can still get by with what you have now, just your bare stats. And plus you're going to save your PP. That still sounds so weird to say out loud. Anywho, this is Dr. How do you say it's Juzo, and right there he tried to wake up little Shiro, but again that face would freak anybody out. And of course, the pilot of Mazinger Z himself, Koji Kabuto. Again, this whole beginning is just essentially the first part of the second episode of Shin Mazinger, where they're having their discussion. Grandpa's playfully teasing Koji about the fact that his cooking's gotten so well and that he's afraid that some girl's gonna take him away and make him his bride. And the sheer fact that that little call right there was about people asking the professor to come back and help out. And of course, kinda left Juzo with a sour taste in his mouth right there was when Koji confronted about celestial beings saying that they can't do that. It would take a god or a devil. And right here, they're discussing about the new power that's been found in Japan from Japanium ore, photonic power, which is pretty cool. If you know this, if you watch the series, you'll know exactly where that comes from. Here we go, and let's get started in our Japan. Technically, I'm not sure if it's ours or not, but the bathhouse, where he gets to meet Juzo Kabuto. And again, this is just a little bath scene. They're talking with each other. Also, we're going to get introduced to another key member of Team Z. Yes, the famous detective. I forget his name. Oh crap! I had it memorized and then I forgot it. But yeah, he's just warning him and everything. Watch your back, I'm gonna get you. And now we prepare at the bathhouse, where the mystery lady there, well, there's no real mystery, Mrs. K, we'll call her. And now Boss Mucha and Nuke are trying to confront Koji, because he's working his way across Japan, beating up all the gangs. And apparently he heard about Koji's great fighting skills, and that there is no gang in that area, so he wants to take over. But unfortunately, Boss is going to get his ass kicked because he said the one thing you should never say around Koji. Talk smack about his grandpa. And he kicks the hell out of friggin' Boss. But, of course, something else is coming. And it's not Boss related, unfortunately. Scenario 3. Mazinger, launch! Yeah. Now the good stuff starts to happen. At this point, the first of Ashura's army And unfortunately, Koji and Shiro are stuck there. But Grandpa was prepared. The Pilda! And that creepy face right there. I don't like his laugh. Oh, right here! The one real time that Sayaka's a fighter. Also, funny enough that the controls inside the Pilder itself pilot like a motorcycle. He made it just like that so it's easier for Koji to pilot. And might as well just have her run. And honestly, you just gotta wait a little bit, so there's no real need. All he has is strike. It's a pretty good skill. Not really necessarily good in this level, but it'll be helpful later on against the frickin' reels. But again, you have to wait, if I remember correctly, 2 to 3 turns in order for the big event to happen. So until then, you could try and have Sayaka get some battling in and get her some experience and healing. Or if you wanted to, you could just simply try to dodge all these attacks or just take the hits. Again, Sayaka can kind of dish it out at this point. But if you put her in a building, she'll be able to do a hell of a lot better. But again, at this point, I'm just going to show off a few of her attacks. Booby missiles. And then we're just going to have her run up there to help Koji when he needs it. Sorry, my nose is acting up. Again, these are like the weakest units there are. And, hell no. It's tempting to attack, but I would not recommend it at all. Yeah, I tried to attack once and when I was demoing this to myself, and, yeah, it didn't exactly work. And that sucks balls that that didn't work either. I figured that that would have been a little bit more agile, but what can you do? Let's see. You land, get the hell out of here. Not sure you do have more movement when you move, or when you fly. Just have Sayaka do something. Again, I'm just not gonna really have her do anything. Heal herself at best to get some minor experience. Again, easiest way for those healing units to level up. But I might as well attack. Yes! Here we go. And now our buddy Crow comes in about freaking time. Took him long enough. And now Dr. Juzo gives out his greatest weapon and his present to Koji to help him protect himself. It is Mazinger. And what is that? Is that a devil? Or is that a god? And of course, Ashura sees what he was made after, the image of their most hated rival, their most hated enemy, technically. There we go. Come on, here it is, the good part. Yeah. Docking complete. And now we have him. Let you read that if you can and hear it. The great god or devil, and the most famous attack in the world of robots. Rocket punch! Oh man, I freaking love seeing that. It does never gets old. Alright, now we got ourselves a kick-ass new super. And of course the detective's a little worried / freaked out. And Professor Yumi, he notices by the design and everything that it must be something that Dr. Juzo created, considering he's one of the greatest scientists in their world. And especially the fact that he can create such a machine underneath his house. And nobody knew, which I still find kind of odd. You wouldn't have suspected that they wouldn't notice giant materials coming in or anything like that. No, 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 no. Right here. Oh yeah, just a little fun fact. Baron Ashura is old names before they got fused was Tristan and Isolde. Tristan being the guy and Isolde being the girl. Which she actually looked pretty good looking before she became fused to a man. Creepy beyond belief. But still badass that they can come together and fight Z hand to hand. The McCain were an interesting civilization. Granted the fact that they were all kind of warrior assholes. And the one among them that actually woke to justice was Zeus himself. And that's why it's called Mazinger Z. Mazinger Zeus. And that's why Ashura freaks out right there and attacks. Because it's this, almost a spitting image of Zeus himself. And this is where Dr. Hell makes his declaration. Unfortunately. And that big old gas bag. Again, he's talking to him, saying that he'll spare his life if he comes out and joins him. But of course, Dr. Juzo has his reasons not to join him. Freaking masked army. But yeah, again, I could technically spoil it if you wanted to know exactly why Dr. Juzo doesn't want to go with Dr. Hell. But I'll probably spoil that down the line. If anything, I recommend you actually watch the series itself. It's good up until the end. And also, the skill point is we have to destroy one of those two machines down there. Quick save. Now the skill point's in effect. There we go. Decent boost. And Saka, you may have to heal yourself, girl. But I need to put you somewhere safe. There you go. And level up. Not you got anything good, but still. Oh yeah. Who's gonna face the wrath of a fist to their face? And plus, I liked his grandpa. He's freaking awesome. For those few scenes they actually get to see him, that man's awesome. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna take out this one. I forget his name of that machine, but yeah, we should be fine. Just a quick focus. Yeah, again, when I did the demo of this with myself, again, when I got to this part, I didn't focus, and I thought I should have a good enough chance. I think, about 30 or 40, and critical. Crow almost freaking died in one hit. Unfortunate that is. And again, this is going to be the one we're taking out. You could take down either one, technically, for the skill point, but since Crow's right there, it'd be easier just to kill this guy. Oh, yeah. And again, I recommend you go see Shin Mazinger. Again, it's online. You could just download it or whatever. Or find a site and stream it there. But again, it's a recommended series. It's pretty good. I have my problems with it, but that's mainly because I'm kind of anal about how it ends. And how some of the lore gets twisted. But regardless, I'm pretty sure most of you would like it. And again, this next part is going to get a little bit long, but I kind of want to show off these animations because we're not going to see these again for a while. Especially because the next stage, as I've tested, is a little bit longer. So I'm going to have to cut out a lot of the animations to make sure that I don't keep it, or I don't get to like the half-an-hour mark. And there she is. Freaking Dr. Hell. There, Ashura's attacking Dr. Juzo. And if I remember, the detective is trying to protect him. But he has a plan for Ashura. Unfortunately, it was that explosion. And then her assistants come in and beat the hell out of Ashura. If I remember correctly, the one with the little mask and everything, and the samurai sword, cuts part of Ashura's face in half. And now we got a freaking backup. Woohoo! Celestial being. Perform an arm intervention in Japan. And there you go. Now you have access to all of these skills, but unfortunately you can't really use them this turn. You, my friend, I have bad luck with. You're going into your fighter form. 14%, not bad. Let's do it. Hallelujah. And he's one of my favorite Gundams. I like his fighter form. I like actually just putting him in that and just having him slowly chip away to everybody else. I don't really honestly fight with him in his Gundam form that much, even though it's got more power and everything. I prefer his evasiveness in that form. Like you see, and also thankfully these guys don't leave at a certain amount of HP, so just chip away at them as you can, but just make sure that you kill them by the 3rd turn, if not sooner. Mother Fletcher from fucking hell. 14%. That freaking twin-headed bastard. There we go. T area. Thank you. And let's hope that this hits and you don't take too much damage. Come on, T area. Give us a critical. Come on. Hold my breath. Because again, a critical here would probably not finish him off, but at least get him a little bit whittled down. Not bad. Sadly enough, did just about as much as Hallelujah and Kyrios. Hey, I forgot the names of the units. Oh, and he freaking dodges the freaking huge damn tank. The giant target is the one that freaking dodges, while the nimble little one freaking... I told myself I was going to try and reduce my amount of cursing, so I'm going to use substitute words for when I'm pissed off. But that baffles the hell out of me. There we go. Thank you, Tyria. It's going to end next turn anyway, so might as well take down as many as you can. Ooh, yeah. Rocket punch! Big time. But there's something going on. As he explains more of Z and how Koji's going to be the one to decide whether or not Z will become a god or Z will become a demon. You can guess which side he wants to go towards. And now his first ultimate attack. One of my classical favorites. And he dodged, surprisingly. I still find it weird whenever a huge mech can dodge something. Let's go, Koji! Now, I'm gonna shut up and let this attack go. Look at that beauty. Dynamic kill. And another money bag drives to dust. Is there really any point to wasting ammo on you? Might as well. Oh, and that time you frickin' dodge. Yes. Use GM cannon. Oh, he's easy pickings now. At this point, just kill off whatever enemies you can, just so we can get some extra cash flow. Doesn't have Excel. Forgot. Save up quick, just to make sure nothing goes wrong. Money sack 1 and money sack 2. I believe it's time for the Gundams to make their mark. No, 70%, not bad. Yeah. I love this move. I just hate the fact that it's got 2 ammo. Which, this part doesn't make sense right here. Look, you saw that, right? He didn't have it, and then he just, when the cut-in came up, all of a sudden it magically appeared. I don't know, I just find that a little off-putting. But, oof, that damage is nice. Now, Tyria, it's up to you, buddy. Might as well show off what attacks I can. I'm not going to see you again for a bit. Again, you're one of my favorite Gundams from 00. Not a favorite character, granted, but a favorite Gundam. Personally, I never cared for your character. I don't think Well, I can think of a few people that actually like Terraria, but they're girls, which I find weird. There you go. And now to finish this stage. There you go. Front in the face. And we get the SR point. Congratulations all. And of course, Celestial Beam. Goodbye. Thank you for your help with this intervention. But right here, this is a sad moment. During the explosion, Professor Juzo got hurt pretty bad and was bleeding out the whole time, but decided to spend his last moments inside the cockpit of the Powder, explaining what was happening, how it works, and unfortunately making a promise to Shiro that he can't fulfill. And Koji goes apeshit. Yeah, and the show at this point, the freaking, Iron Mask Army just get decimated. He's like Rust Hurricane, smushes them. Again, it's a real bloody moment right there. But there, the inspector helps stop him by putting a gun to Koji's head and telling him that he's still got questions for him. Yeah, unfortunately. And also right here, Dr. Hell is gonna have some mixed feelings. He's happy that Juzo's dead, but he's also concerned that this Mazinger Z is here. Also, it's funny enough that, just to sum up about what happened a little bit earlier in the story, the whole photonic energy, they were comparing it to the Sakuradite from what you call? Yes, Code Geass. And how they're not to confuse the two, considering that's another, I guess, power source. But anyway, again, thank you guys for watching. This is very fun, and I hope you found it at least somewhat informative, since I knew this series, so I can dig out little bits more than the descriptions. So again, good night, goodbye, and have a good night.